Fantasy. So his impression review after 200 hours. So my personal experience, 120 hours, you only have an MSQ. So an MSQ, yeah, in a Rum Reborn. So that means he did a Rum Reborn, Heaven's Word, and a bit of Stormblood. That's what I think. So let's see what he's on about.
Greeting, comrades. I hope you all doing well. The time has finally come for this MMO wizard to judge the Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Here is my MMO resume to prove that I am peerless, expert, and...
Let's see what he says. 22 Hellbreed, 24 Lineage. Oh, so he played all of these MMOs. Black Desert. And how many hours, dude? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I only played this universe online for 8 years and I dropped out until it became a really pay-to-win game. Metin 2 before that when I was a kid, and now been playing the last 8 years now, Final Fantasy 14, so whatever he's gonna say, he's probably gonna have a point in some perspective. Let's continue hearing him out.
Matched in universe. This time, however, before we start, we need to set up some rules.
Okay.
Because what I have learned is that Final Fantasy community is very, very, very passionate about their game. So,
well, yeah, like if you was loving a game as much that you always go back into it, doesn't that become a passion? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you're always gonna have that game that you're always gonna go back to it. For me, it's Final Fantasy. Like, I take a break, I go back into it now and then, you know what I mean? And it's a relief. Like, if you read like on the forums, you see a lot of people like talking, some that was having like mental illness when they were playing Final Fantasy 14. It was more like a recovery for them because they felt free to have their own speech inside, you know what I mean? And they were being heard. And that's kind of a thing, like a lot of people respect other people in this game, so it becomes a passion at one point when you're seeing that your time is rewarded, you're being respectful, and with all the honesty, like, okay, I do get it that some of the groups, some of the players, because we're not that like all great and mighty, because I think personal experience also there are some 1, 2, 3 a minority, I won't say the majority, a minority, but a very small minority of players that just basically being, I don't know if toxic is the right word, but just basically being like indifferent about it. So, but other than that, yeah, people love the game because they're being heard. The Yoshi P, it's like listening to the players as well. Like the whole Final Fantasy 14, like devs are listening to the players, and they always try to bring the best possible gaming experience over to us. And of course, you kind of respect that kind of stuff, and you become passionate about it. You know what I mean? Basically, you do get what I mean, right? Right, let's see.
if I do something wrong, they're gonna send ninja assassins after me. Rule number 1. I may do not like some part of the game, but it doesn't mean that I'm invalidating 5 years of your fun or I'm questioning your life decisions. Some people like apples, some people like bananas. Rule number 2. I may compare Final Fantasy to other type of the MMOs that are on the market, but they're gonna be
We'll send Snowy, not assassins. Oh yeah, definitely Snowy. Yeah, we're gonna say he's a Viking. We're gonna send the Vikings? Oh man. Yeah, but he's like his history ancestry. It's descended from Vikings. Like you should hear him raging. Holy shit. Oh man, but yeah. But no, with all due respect, this is his opinion about the game, and he has like 200 hours, yes, and he's entitled in his opinion, and we cannot judge his opinion. We can like react and listen to it, but we cannot say that he's wrong. That's the thing, because he's entitled in his own opinion.
MMOs released pre-2015, because the content I have played was also released pre-2015. Comparing it to modern MMO that are, you know, graphically more advanced, it's not fair in my opinion, because back then there was no Unreal Engine 5 and all these possibilities what we have now.
You see?
This review is about my first 200 hours experience with Final Fantasy that covers first 2 out of 5 expansions.
No, so he didn't reach Stormblood.
Let's go straight into it.
So he didn't reach Stormblood.
Here are the nominees for Best Ongoing Game: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
By the way, you guys can hear it well? Can you hear it well?
The Game Award goes to Final Fantasy 14 for the second time tonight.
Let me be positive ending this time and start the good part. This game have amazing free trial. It's amazing. No time limit. They didn't ask me for any credit card information to charge me later. I didn't feel any restriction while I was playing my first 2 expansions that are included in this free trial. Just some small things just to prevent botting. This should be industry standard before you buy something. There is enough content for 500 hours of play, and if you are interested in this game, I highly recommend you to check this one.
Yeah.
Before I start playing the game, I was a bit concerned by the size of the cash shop. Fortunately, after closer examination, there is no loot box,
Nope.
there is no items that increase your character
Nope.
power, and also the cosmetics are not superior to the ones that you can obtain in-game. So that makes Final Fantasy land-standing champion in this field. The next on my positive list is Flavor, and it's probably not what you think. You have probably seen all these upcoming MMO new flashy trailers. Ashes of Creation, Throne and Liberty, RH2, Crimson Desert. But what if I will remove the titles from the footage and let you guess which MMO is what? Like, oh, this is RH2 or this is Throne of Liberty? And you will be like, you will need to focus for a bit and look into the picture to actually guess it right. Same with the Animus MMO. Oh, this is Genshin Impact? Or maybe this is...
Like, say, I like the way he said like anime, same with Animus Gaming. And then he went with Genshin Impact and other stuff. Hello, Mahrim. No man, I'm doing a reaction video as well, cause the Russian wizard, he started playing Final Fantasy and he's reviewing the games, and he's an experienced MMO player. So I'm actually trying to see like what's his opinion about the game. So yeah.
Story of Fantasy or Blue Protocol. They lack the flavor, they like the design, I don't know, they lack something. On the other hand, you have Souls games. You see the footage, oh, this is Souls game 100%. The next, World of Warcraft. Never played World of Warcraft. Boom, I see the screenshot, yeah, this is World of Warcraft. Final Fantasy have the same advantage to its design. You see these lady boys and the chocobos, yeah. That's a Final Fantasy world. You may...
Okay, you see this lady voice? Yep, that's a Final Fantasy game. Okay. Yeah, he does have a point over there, because the male kind of like has some feminine aspects. I noticed that as well when I started to play the game my first time. I remember the running part of my hero. It feels like, I think he's... I don't know, you know what I mean? But you get used to it and you don't even are bothered by it. But yeah.
may not like the Final Fantasy flavor, but it have the flavor. You need to admit that it don't look like Unreal Engine asset store. Now probably the function that excites me the most, global cross-server database. Let me give you example how it works. So let's say I am on EU servers and I can transfer to any EU server I want. Not only that, I can go to North America or visit the Spiderland or Japan. It's amazing. It's future. You can't even imagine how many of my characters and my friends are held hostage or Chinese on Korean servers. This should be industry standard. Final Fantasy really tied the community together. Now, there is no walls between you and all these gamer guilds in Japan that are waiting. And for the positive finale, thanks to active community and rich lore, we have roleplay. What is roleplay, you may ask? Roleplay happened.
He put the sign that was causing so many issues. Dude, oh my god, I'm starting to like it from the beginning. He put a sign that caused so many issues that oh my god. Yeah, there was a lot of issues regarding that sign when they posted. Like the thing is, like, the people actually paid real life money to post that event on a billboard, that kind of a site. Like, mate, it was crazy. But the party, I never went to that party, but I saw other people that was doing. I was raiding in that. Yeah, I was raiding in that moment when everybody was going to the billboard party, because that's what they called it, billboard party. I think Xenos as well went over there. But seriously, man, oh man, roleplay. Well, I think regarding roleplay, let's hear what he has to say about roleplay, and then I'm gonna say my personal opinion.
When there is a guy that pretends to be female and he approach another female that is actually also a guy, and then they encounter mating activities through emotes and chat. Here is video evidence of particular streamer selling his female character on public auction as a sex slave. Now I will engage some molding activities. Feel free to skip them as they are not relevant for this review.
Oh man, well, he does have a point. Let's be honest. How many? But I don't see nothing wrong with it. If you're a dude that wants to play a female character, because I did spoke with, like, I spoke with somebody. He told me when I asked, like, when do you play a female character? And he told me, do you know how nice it is to actually see your character from behind? It's like dirty perv. But at the end of the day, you know, you do you. Doesn't matter. People play whatever. Maybe like the way Rint is, he likes to play a female character because he likes to create cute characters. Am I right? Let's continue.
By using video description below with the chapters that are placed there. Story time. So it's like day 3 or day 4 of my Final Fantasy adventure. I'm streaming, having fun doing MSQ, and I keep getting invitations to these, you know, role-playing nightclubs, and people want to me tag along, you know, party time. But
You should go.
finally I have said them, listen guys, I'm not native English speaker. I will not feel comfortable in that type of the environment. I really appreciate your invite, but thank you. And then some Final Fantasy players on the chat type, hey hey hey, learn English, smiley face, lol. That's tell me that you are so shit at the game that you don't even know how to roleplay. But don't worry. This wizard gonna give you lesson today.
Okay.
Best roleplay is ability to translate non-verbal communication like your body language or tone of your voice into the text. And this is just the beginning, because you cannot just dump one-to-one your text. It will gonna be like 300 lines and no one gonna read it, and it's not gonna even fit into the chat, okay?
Yeah.
So you need to compress the message using proverbs like blood is thicker than water, or the world is your oyster. and let the other person, read between the lines. And then
Well, he knows a lot about roleplay, so it makes me think, are you sure? Are you sure you're not roleplaying, wizard? Are you sure you don't roleplay yourself?
we start styling on each other with old English that is not even used in common language now. From old books like Sherlock Holmes or Shakespeare, okay? And then we have also some people that use their local dialect to even sprinkle the closest comparison how the sentences are constructed for the people that are not into it. I will say is all of these escape rooms, You
Yeah.
go to your facility, they close you in your fantasy themed room, and you need to read all of these secret messages and solve the puzzle to escape. And now all the smart asses tell me, where can non-native speaker learn all of it? Oh, you probably think that the roleplay is, I'm gonna target this cutter girl, send her the kiss emote. Hey girl, show me your hedgehog. This is probably what you think roleplay is. Useless fuck. Do your research before you try to shame me, and close your ass if you don't know shit. Thank you.
He got upset. He got upset, he got upset. Well, he does have a point, you know what I mean? Like, he just explained to you what roleplay is, yeah? And that's the thing about it, because some people may assume that if you don't speak English, you don't know how to roleplay. Like, I speak English, I don't bloody know how to roleplay. I tend to go there now and then and just do a little emote, a little, what you call it, a little bow, a little blow kiss. I think blow kiss? No, dot. That's like a blow dot. That's what it is, the one with the heart, yeah? And then after that, what I'm doing, I'm sitting in Lim Salamisan, spamming my emote that I can float in the air. That's basically it. But he got upset. Like maybe he will. Sorry for that, guys. Maybe he played. Let me put it on silence. Maybe he did a lot of roleplay on his server or surrounding all of his native language speakers. You know what I mean? And you can do roleplay like that as well. But yeah, let's carry on. He does have a point over there. Yeah, he does have a point. We shouldn't go like too hard on other people, but yeah. What's he doing now? Okay, we're watching a turtle. Why do we watch a turtle?
I have called this part of the video neutral, as I recognize that attitude towards function that we're gonna discuss is more on personal preference level than universal truth. So
Okay.
for the starters, let's talk about the game UI.
Okay.
Dealing with the Final Fantasy interface is mentally taxing for me. I feel pushback every time I try to deal with it. Choosing the gear, buying things, selling things, interacting with the map. I don't know if the quest is below me or if the quest is above me or we are on the same level. Cities are built like mazes. Oh, these blue crystals. I don't know if I attune to it or I don't attune to it. Feels we need to go to the big crystals to teleport to the small crystals. Pushback, pushback, pushback. All the time pushback. And all this chat of full of bitches telling, oh, this is because we have PlayStation 3 limitations and this is why it works like that, okay? That kind of excuse make my penis soft. So I leave you some short technical clip. Watch the full version if you are interested.
Okay.
One game that comes to mind is Ridge Racer 7. The main strengths of the SPUs was to offload mathematical processing to, for example, things like AI, particle engines, collisions, audio effects, rain, and many others. With all available SPUs running optimized code, it's said that it can still rival modern desktop processing, and there's no denying its power.
Music. Overhyped. Didn't impress me, but also didn't bother me. Forgettable. And often didn't match the situation what happened on the screen. But I remember two bangers. There was two bangers for me. The Titan Primal music and the one that starts in Heaven's Ward and its variations.
Dun 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 Titan! And the Heaven's Ward, it's a sad story. That's why you kind of like remember it, because it's kind of like try to make you feel attuned to the story without any spoilering. Apologies, without any spoilers. You know what I mean? Trying to put you like emotionally that kind of a level to actually understand the pain and the suffer between Ishgar and the dragons. But Titan, yeah, dun 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 Titan. Oh man, just wait until you reach like Shadowbringers. He said he's gonna play until Endwalker. I heard that he's gonna play until Endwalker and he wants to do some raiding, like hardcore raiding. I'm actually gonna be looking forward to see him doing some Alexander Ultimate as well, and all of the other stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see
how it goes. Oh, beneath the gazing stars, veil deep and forest stars. That's it.
Big.
And it's actually good thing. Just listen to this Tekken 7 stage song.
What the hell? Dude, my ears.
1 hour of this therapy and your brain will melt and go through your nose, alright? So if the music is neutral, like in Final Fantasy, that don't bother, it's actually good thing. And to the next one. Apparently, fashion is big part of this game, desired by many.
The job gear that looked best. The summoner cloak was dark green and it clashed really badly with her Keeper of the Moon color palette, so I couldn't pick that one. Obviously I had to pick one that looked the best with a color palette that I had chosen, so I picked Paladin. Then later I'm like, oh, I have to tank?
For me, however, everyone looks the same. Kadir gear or Bunny gear, dress up in some casual modern clothes bought from Walmart sale. Maybe I'm getting too old for this, but I'm not so much excited as everyone else. But however, push your boat, how they say. Many people of the internet...
What? You feel attacked? Why, man? Why do you feel attacked? No, seriously. Explain. Why do you feel attacked? You get your glam... Wait, Ritis, where did you get your glamours? From Walmart? Yeah, I know. Do you get your glamours from Walmart? It's funny. Well, you have to think like this, because I think it's also about the age. I don't want to insult him, don't get me wrong, and I do apologize. In advance, but also myself, I don't know about you, Rintas, because I never know how old you are, but when I grew up, when you was playing a game like a fantasy game, you was having that play heavy armor with sometimes the big ass sword or two big ass swords, all knight and shiny, and you go to the fight. You don't go in the fight like in these days when you're doing Savage or Ultimate or Unreal, whatever you're doing, the latest raid. You go with the top tank, your knickers, and maybe you think to get some shoes or back then you was having that type of heavy armor that was represented like you're going to a heavy fight. Now it's just dress up casual. Like, even look at myself. How do I do raiding? I go as a butler. So yeah, that's kind of thing. This is more like a personal choice, so you don't need to take it personal. Yeah, it's a personal choice, it's a personal thing. So yeah,
internet have recommended me Final Fantasy as Kumar MMO. No offense, my friends, but unfortunately I think you are new into this business. But don't worry, let this wizard show you the true way of the passion. Now, how to spot Kumar MMO with wizard, lessons 1. So you create the new character, Babush. Of course you go straight to the female characters. because the male characters are not interesting you. They are not Coomer enough, okay? You test the Coomer power of the MMO with female character.
Look, I don't understand if the Coomer, does he mean cooler? That's the thing, I don't know what he's meaning by the Coomer. Is that cooler? I don't know.
Okay, so you go to the female character and you see out of the gate you see some passion here, okay? Then you go next and the vibes intensifies. The vibes really intensify.
It does. I can see it. I can see it. The vibes.
Of all this passion that video game developers put into this operation here, alright? And there is 3 critical sliders to any Coomer MMO, okay? Let's zoom, alright? And then you do
A boob slider, dude.
okay? you know when you can equip tits as a weapon, then this is Coomer MMO. Look at them. They look like nuclear warhead ready to start. Thigh slider, yeah?
Oi.
If the thighs can crush the coconuts, you know you have arrived at your destination. Now the next story serves here some warning.
Oh my god, my cheeks hurt. My fucking cheeks hurt. Man, what game is that? That's a boob slider. That's impressive. I didn't even know that the game existed. It has a boob slider. Well, I know like Conan in Exile, it has different slides. It has a dung slider, but yeah. Probably I should not be surprised. That's what he says.
So, as true representative of Eastern European nations, why would I pay full price for a game if I can go to all of these, bootleg websites that you can buy it cheaper for like $5-10? And right after I do it, I regret it because the hell break loose. No one knows what I need to buy. Someone say I need to buy Endwalker. Someone say I need to buy basic game and Endwalker. Another guy say no. The first 2 expansions are free, so you just need to buy Stormblood and Endwalker.
Poor guy.
Another guy say no, you are wrong. The thing you need is complete edition.
Exactly.
And another guy is saying, oh yeah, this is complete edition and Endwalker. And on top of that, I am located in the United Kingdom. So I should buy EUK, but UK is no longer in EU, so I should buy Global K. Is this Steam K or it is key for the launcher?
Just go.
Can I use my regular launcher account on Steam account? Head exploded.
Honestly, just go on the Square Enix website and you get the game from over there and you get the whole package. The one package that says all of the game, that can give you Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, Thorblood, Shadowbringers, and Walker, and you're safe with that. My personal opinion.
And turned into mush. So until this day, I think the best way to buy the game is from official shop. Don't go my way. Do not recommend. Time for the Final Fantasy finest, the story. I enjoyed the story quite a bit. It was quite cool. But I can clearly see it's not for everyone, as it's written in a way of all of these Japanese visual novels that you need to go through 6,000 lines of the text and then you can see some booba. Final Fantasy is the same. The story development is very, very slow and there is no booba in the end. You need to like that type of history development to enjoy it.
No.
If you don't like slow-paced things, you're not gonna like it, you will get cancer.
No, because you're playing a Realm Reborn, and the way the game is now, it's much better. When I played it, when we all played it years ago, like I played the game, I started playing the game to become a paladin. You were supposed to be a level 30 gladiator and a level 15 conjurer, and TP was a thing. That was those were the days. Like TP was a thing. So now even the MSQ, like when you're doing your duty roulettes, even the MSQ that people was complaining or crying because it's too long or something like that, it's much better now. Honestly, it's much better. But indeed, you still need to put in consideration that the game launched in 2013, The Realm Reborn. I'm not talking about the 3 years prior to that. And you need to put in consideration that they built the game for that type of community back then. They did update it over the time. Like back in those days, you was even unable to fly in the zones of Realm Reborn. Now you can fly over there. For new players, you have to complete the main game, and then you can fly. But then afterwards, you're gonna do what other players did. Go and find your ether currents to unlock flights in different zones. So yeah, it is a hard start, but it's not that hard anymore. That's basically it. Just a bit of patience. If you've managed, honest to heart, if you manage to finish a Realm Reborn, for the people who are watching afterward, if you manage to finish a Realm Reborn, everything, it's a walk in a park.
From it. The only complaint about the story I can have is about comedic relief characters. Because we are in the middle of important quest. The world need to be saved. Oh, I'm excited to know what's next. And what I'm doing, I am escorting Balloon Batman cat through the forest. And monkeys want to eat my cat. That completely throw me off from the track. I understand the Japanese stories need to have that kind of comedic relief characters like Lalafels and these Muggles, but they are placed in wrong position. Like break the smoothness of the story for me. Recently I was reading the Chinese manga The Ultimate of All Ages. The history is maybe not the top notch or S tier, but one thing they did right is they did the comedic relief really well. It's a lot of comedic moments, but they do not break the flow of the story. So you can check it by your own.
Stupid wizard! How can you compare our winning history like Final Fantasy to some B-tier Chinese manhwa hentai?
And as usual, some story for the finale. So back in my old days, we used this ancient device for our entertainment. And if you want to be Giga Chat Kid, you need to do 360 on this device.
I remember that.
We all know it, that some mother gonna rush into the playground with the panic and screaming that we're gonna kill yourselves by doing it.
Yep.
This is the Final Fantasy community, is like this mother. Really care about you and love you, but gonna call the cops if you're gonna be 30 minutes late from your friend because she thinks that you got kidnapped. And without the way, let's go for the negative part of this video.
Okay. Why the drama effect? I don't need this.
Let's make it quick and painless, my friends.
Okay.
0 to 50 leveling experience is absolute cat vomit.
What?
It's awful. Awful. Main scenario is actually not bad, but the main story quest is bloated. 80% of this main story quest is bloated with trash. So you fight for 5 minutes, then you swim 20 minutes through trash of the text that is poorly formatted. If I didn't stream this game, that will be the place where I will drop it. We're gonna mock the music again. But this time, this issue is related only to content creators. So I have streaming this game for 2 weeks, and I have turned on the game music so I can judge it. And ding dong, surprise! Some of the music from Final Fantasy is actually copyright. So please have it in mind when you're doing content for this game that the video can be copyright infringed and take your income from your video.
Some of the music, it's under copyright infringement. They did release that statement at the beginning of the year, and what you're allowed to post as music or something like that when you're creating your content, create your videos basically. Honestly, I think I'm gonna, one second, I'm gonna send him the link of that.
Now, time has come for grande finale. Oh.
Okay.
So this game combat system is so dog shit that I lack vocabulary how to describe it. In my entire life, I have never seen worse combat than this. This is fierce. I'm shocked.
It's
How the
getting
fuck
better.
this is possible? They should.
It's getting better. You need to understand, like, it's a 10 years game. It started when everybody was doing basically fetch quests, but it did got better. I think he's low level. He started as a low level. I think, again, probably he's level 70 somewhere around. So by the time he's gonna reach level 90, he's gonna see that it's a fast-paced combat. My personal opinion again, and he's entitled in his opinion. Like, he says that combat system is shit, he's entitled in his own opinion. What's up, Princess? I can see you over there. Oh, let me put the Mr. Wizard back on. Oh, damn. Damn.
Should arrest the guy who designed it for player abuse. Wow. Every time I wake up on the morning, I think, oh, this is not that bad, I think. This is not that bad. Let me boot up the game, go to the dungeon, and when I do it, I realize that was not the dream, that was a reality. And the animations, on top of that, the animations how characters move and perform actions, I think they employ 80-year-old pensioners to do the motion capture and also put the stick in their asses so it will be, you know, more wooden.
Man, he's bad, man. He's bad.
OMG. I'm shocked.
Oh, poor you.
I'm shocked. If this combat is upgraded version of World of Warcraft combat, and this is industry standard for now, well, I think we need to nuke the planet from the orbit. There is no hope. No hope for humanity, and no hope for MMO.
Poor guy. Right. It's getting better. That's the thing. It's getting better. By the time he's gonna reach level 90, then you need to look to see your rotation, your buffs, your defenses, your mitigations, depending what you're playing as. You know what I mean? But it's getting better, because I do agree with him towards a certain level, because the thing that always throws me off when we're doing, like, remember it is when we're doing like leveling roulettes, yeah, and we get to level 16 dungeons, I'm only having like 1-2 buttons to use, 1-2. Now and then I'm using 3 as a defense. That's basically 1-2 abilities. But it does get better by the time you reach max level. Like, when you max level, holy shit, you need to check what's the rotation. Okay, that's my rotation, but what can I do? Because it's a global cooldown. Okay, that's not a global. I can activate that ability in the meantime while the golden, just like the while the global cooldown is basically calculating. I can activate that ability between, you know what I mean? Oh, I can activate that ability after between or something like that when you're doing your rotation, or what's my shields and when to time your shields, that kind of stuff. But yeah, well, it is what it is, you know what I mean? He needs to get to higher level, see how it is afterwards, and make a review afterwards.
I lost all hope. It's gone. How can you do this? And people actually protect it. People actually defend that pile of vomit. You guys are mentally handicapped. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
It gets better, man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go to the Booba MMO from before and show you the true powerful combat. This Boba MMO have one of the best, if not the best, target combat out there that I have ever played.
What game is this?
Don't get bamboozled by this Corsair.
Yeah.
Because if I get over this dog, as you can see, it's getting target. And if I switch to my wizard stance, skills are aiming, you see?
What game is
Skills
this?
are aiming. And my tail is erect from all this power that I'm producing here, you see? So skills are keep aiming. This Corsair is made so if you don't see the target, you cannot continue attack. So you cannot throw spells behind your back, you know? Like in Final Fantasy. That you are back to the target and you can still fucking cast skills.
Yeah.
No, you need to be front of the target. There is like 130-degree vision. And if you are above 130-degree vision, you lose the target, okay? So that's how this target works. Baboosh.
Baboosh.
And it also helps with the class that have, you know, dashes behind your back. I see, like, try to dash, whoosh, I am behind the target. And if you have target system regular that do not lose target if the target is not front of you, this is useless because you press one skill and character is rotating, you know? Okay, enough with the technicality. Let's jump into fight, okay? So let me now press random buttons, okay? I'm pressing the random buttons. Ish, mash, push, power, push. Oh, yeah, we ush. Blish, mash. Back here. Ush, ish, push. Okay, the deer is defeated, okay? By mashing.
Okay.
And now let's see. Let's my skill recover. And let's see what happens if I do combo, okay? Let me do the proper combo. So, ish, mashabosh, ish. You see the power? You see?
Oh man, he's like a little kid.
If I do the combo, sorry a bit for shitty presentation, but I'm rusty. This combat is actually very demanding. And I didn't play it for like 10 years. Anyway, back to the topic. So as you can see, if I do proper combo, I get visual fidelity that say, oh yes, good man, good, you did well, good wizard, you see, titas are shaking, you did good combo. What happened in Final Fantasy? You do combo, even the animation didn't change, okay? And I do combo on warrior, and what the reward is for doing the combo? 300 or 200 HP recovery when I have 10k HP in bank, you know? This is meme. This is 2012 and it absolutely crashes Final Fantasy combat.
Okay.
But you know, combat is not the full story. There is always in MMO a rich character development system that allows you to improve some part of the clunky combats. Okay, let's begin with the basics, my friends.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing.
What
So
are
I'm
you doing?
level 2 mage, as you can see.
He's a black
Combat
mage.
sucks. I'm targeting the monster. I'm pressing button. Where?
Dude, you're taking the hardest class to play over here, seriously.
Ish, 2 hits and Mop is dead. So strong. So strong. Okay, we are now on the same mage, level 60. I'm gonna now stack my passives. Blah blush, blah blush, blah blush.
The hell?
Eesh, critical hit, very strong. Mammoth.
Okay, I just have a curious, honest to heart question. What's with your loadout like this?
I'm stacking this, you know, these candies, okay? More candies, 3 blue candies, more mana, 3 red candies, more damage from the red spells, okay? I'm switching my stance to the red candy. I have 1 red candy. I'm doing big kabush to the monster now. Big kabush, yes. 3 candies, okay, I have 3 candies. I'm casting my ley lines. If I stay in these runes, I'm doing giga damage, okay? Turbo damage, the strongest skill. The strongest skill, yes, damage. Oh! Okay, skill that use whole mana. Oh, power. Oh, that was critical. Hits for 10%.
I'm curious about the gear he has on him.
What the fuck is this? I do more work to do less damage. In this game, you leveling the character backwards. I'm not leveling to be stronger. I'm leveling to press more buttons and be weaker. And I was thinking, yeah, maybe the chat tricked me to play shitty character, okay? And this is after buffs. This do even less damage before, okay? I'm level 60, I'm out-gearing trash mob and I have like PvP with it. I'm fighting for my life.
Honestly, he started to play like a very hard
So
class.
yes, I was like, oh, maybe maybe I will follow my best streamer in the universe of Final Fantasy and do Warrior. Warrior is 100 times better than Mage, but 100 times 0 is still 0. What the fuck is this? You completely do not feel progress in this game. You regress, okay? 0 damage. There is damage is not existing. Damage is not existing in this game. On the tank, okay, I'm pulling 3 monsters, and if healer is sleeping, I'm like sweating off. I need to debuff the monster off. Rampart off.
Shake it
Thrill
off.
of battle off. I'm dying. Vengeance. Boom. I'm stacking my deaths.
No, man, no.
I'm fighting with 4 monsters in dungeons.
Dude, what are you
What
on
the
about?
fuck is this?
Like, when I play as a paladin, because I'm a main
Not
paladin.
only the characters have 8.
Like, when I play as I'm a main paladin, so I never play that much as a warrior. I did play warrior for fun and stuff like that, but, mate, I did, like, in the latest dungeons, yeah, when people was coming in, because of my Requiesca and my healing object. 1 second, I have a lapsus. Clemency, that's what I want to say. Because of my clemency, like I was using Requiesca with clemency, and then I can insta heal myself. And it was working fine. Never had an issue. And I don't know how warrior it is, but I don't know. I'm just listening as well. Xenos, he's a main warrior. He plays good. Like, plays very, very good.
80-year-old animations, but they're also 80-year-old in their power, okay? Awful. Gear doesn't matter. Completely gear doesn't matter, okay? I have level 60 gear. I don't feel that I have quicker casting speed. I don't feel that I have any better, movement or something.
You need to have best in slot for your level. Every time. Because you get squishy. If you don't, like, honest to heart, if you go, we all know, like, if we don't have the proper gear, the proper eye level of a gear, to go in a dungeon, we become squishy, especially for a tank. Whew. Man, you just need to do to rotate your mitigations, and you need to activate, like, reprisal now and then, when you're Because the way I do, like the majority of the tanks, they're pulling, when they're doing dungeons, they're pulling full rooms. Like wall to wall they're doing, yeah? And they do use reprisal and a mitigation now and then, you know what I mean? Depending how hard they hit. And yeah.
Something, and I ask the chat because there is so much expert on the chat. So much expert. Yes, we do Savage, Titan Rights, Ultimates, yes. So I ask the chat. Okay, if I have these eggs, where is the egg? Egg with spell speed.
Material.
Oh yeah, I have skill speed or spell speed, whatever. So I ask chat, how much cooldown I will gain if I'm gonna equip this egg. Chat is silent. No one knows. No one knows. They say, oh yeah, go to the dummy and measure.
Yeah.
That's tell me that equipment in this game doesn't matter. And this is proven by the dungeons, you know. I'm going to the dungeon and my level is normalized. Dude. So I make level 50 character, okay?
Yeah.
Or level 60, I do all these quests for my class and I have to do all of these skills, like 5 bars of the skills, and I'm matching for the dungeon, okay? I'm matching for the dungeon. And you know what? Oh, I'm level 20 again and my skills are blocked. Feeling of progression in this game is non-existent, okay? What the fuck is this?
I feel sorry for
Also,
him.
to add salt to the injury, you're gonna get the dungeon that you cannot even skip the cinematics.
No, you can't skip the
So gear
cinematics.
doesn't matter. You die from 3 mobs, and your skills are blocked. And in the end, you just watch same cinematic for 20th time.
No, you can skip the cinematic. You have a setting.
You
You have a setting that you can activate. You're only gonna see the cinematic once when it's your first time, and then you're not gonna see it afterwards. I'm only using it because I like watching cutscene. Sorry for that, but yeah.
Such. Very, very such. No skill upgrade, not stats upgrade, no item upgrade, no item sets, no weapon sets, no armor sets. And every time you go to the dungeon, usually your level go down. Your skills are getting blocked. You go through the world, there is world quest, boom, your level going down. Your skill getting blocked. 0 damage, 0 progress. The Final Fantasy developers should stop pretend that items give anything and they are actually matter. They just should tie statistics to your level and that's it. Because the character progression in this game is meme. So what if I'm gonna level another class, most of them from level 1? Need to start from level 1, need to gear equipment that doesn't matter, and it doesn't benefit in any way of shape or form. So what's the difference between this and making an alt? Very sad. Very sad.
I'm sorry to
Very
hear that.
unfortunate. So much potential, unfortunately wasted. And that's it for I have for you all today. Sorry if the video feel a bit chopped because I compress it from 1 hour to 30 minutes. I didn't want you to listen 1 hour complaints, so I just made 30-minute complaints. Thank you very much everyone for this short but yet intense adventure. Unfortunately, Final Fantasy is not game for me. For me, MMO is about my own adventure and making my own decision. When I play
Gotcha.
Final Fantasy, I feel this is not my decision. This is prescripted road that some Japanese dude made for me, and I'm just following the rails, like in the train, choo choo choo, and I'm just like, you know, side visitor. I will play some MSQ, however, because the story is pretty fun and I'm actually interested what's happened next, but I have no plan to engage any other type of the content because character development and combat are so trash that I cannot stand it. Thank you very much for this adventure, everyone, and also thanks to all my supporters, Patreons that keep this channel rolling. Without you, there will be no molding anymore. And yes, this is almost the last days of the year, so Happy New Year. And when this video gonna go live, there gonna be probably stream that we gonna argue with other Final Fantasy fans if I am right or wrong. Of course, usual. If you disagree with me and want 1v1, anytime, any channel, I will go to you and will grind you to dust because I know I am right. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hopefully see you soon, very soon.
Oh, I feel sad that he said he's enjoying the story, you know what I mean? I feel sad about his experience so far, like, honest to heart, he needs to go to reach the end, my personal opinion here. Like, I'm not saying like he's wrong, I'm just sad that he's having a bit of difficulty trying to understand the game. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think. He's entitled to his own opinion, so I cannot say that he's wrong and I'm right, or you know what I mean? Because maybe I'm talking a lot of dog shit over here, you know what I mean? But yeah, maybe Final Fantasy is not for him, but my personal opinion, he should finish Endwalker to see the story completed and to conclude everything. And maybe try a raid. Honest to heart, maybe try an extreme, how it was like to at least try one extreme and at least one savage, normal, like to be like the most updated tier. That's my personal opinion. And after that, he can decide. But I'm looking forward to see if he's gonna make another review after he's gonna finish, because he did say he's gonna play Endwalker. You know what I mean? Well, it is what it is.